All right, everybody. Hey, 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 it's Friday Fun Day. So that means that I'm gonna talk. And if you have something that you want to say or you want to ask, feel free to jump in and just tell me what's on your mind. I think I do have a couple of questions though. So can anyone tell me here why they are on Instagram or YouTube right now and what they're looking for? What exactly are you on here looking for? What do you do on here? I mean, I'm curious because I know when I go on, I always have a purpose. I'm always looking for some content that I don't normally do like some people. I don't go around looking for funny videos. Sometimes I do, but usually not. I'm usually looking for some content that's going to teach me something, or I'll learn about making money, for instance. Spend a lot of time doing that. I look for things to teach me about things like graphics. I've done graphics for many years, so I get on to especially YouTube. I get on and look at videos to help me with different problems I have, like with Photoshop or some other graphical program, or how to do something really cool. So I use it for information and for teaching me things and things like that. What do you use social media for? What do you use YouTube and Instagram and Facebook for? Is it just social, or are you on there looking for entertainment? Do you like getting on and watching the funny videos? It's not that I don't do that. I do that. So, and I post videos, out of our scuba shop. I post videos of things we see underwater. I've got underwater videos. I've got terabytes of underwater video that dolphins and different sea life that we encounter down there, rays, and some other cool stuff. A spotted eagle ray came up to me a couple of years ago and decided to swim up to me and visit me, and he was huge and he was beautiful, and stuff like that is really cool. So I post videos like that on our YouTube account, and I'll put it up onto one of our Instagram accounts, the Scuba Geek, where I have a lot of personal stuff and things like that. So that's what I do on social media. I learn. I do a little bit of entertainment, but mostly it's going on to get information and learn things. So what do you do on here? What kind of content do you look for? What are you looking for? If you're looking to learn things, is it something? Is it different all the time? Or are you looking right now? Do you have a specific thing you're looking for on Instagram or YouTube that you want to learn? And what is it? So, do you have any questions for me today? So this is Friday Fun Day, which means it's just kind of a free for all, and I'm just going to kind of run my mouth like I always do, but without any big points to it. I'm not trying to teach anything today or give any specific information unless you want to know something. If you want to know something about the roadmap or what we do, I'll be happy to share. I'm an open book, and I like to share with people and help people out with their ventures and what their goals in life are. And if you want to try and make some extra money, I'm all about helping you with that. We do the roadmap, and I did a post earlier and just talked a little bit about that. Went through some really tough times and are still going through some hard times, but we're making money. And we started the roadmap about, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, 2 months ago, maybe something like that. So it's going well, and we are building things up. It's not a get rich quick thing, as I tell people all the time. I know a lot of people talk about going in and doing making money online and making money at home and all that, and we do make money online, and we do it at home, and we do it at our dive shop too. So it's cool because I can do it from wherever I am. And I make my reels. I make other content. We make stories. We do some carousels and things like that. And we make as much money as we can doing this. I'm enjoying it because I am a I am a IT guy. I'm a techie in some ways. I tell people all the time. I'm an old geek, so um, I like doing it. I like being online. I like working with computers. It's something that I've done for a living, and made really good money at. And people paid me a lot of money at one time to do a lot of that. So, not anymore. I've been in the scuba business, so now I'm a poor ex techie. So, um, but I enjoy the scuba industry. So I enjoy the friends that I've made. Some not so much, but I enjoy the friends that I've made, and I enjoy teaching scuba. I like teaching anyway, so it's something that I enjoy. It's something I'm called to do in different areas, and I like teaching scuba. I like teaching IT stuff. I used to work with a school years ago where I took some courses, and then I went to work for them and did sales, and then I also helped teach MCSC and A plus certifications and things of that nature, and I enjoyed that. I like sharing information with people and helping people out. So, um, for a lot of people, tech stuff and IT is a big hard hurdle for some of them. So, if I can take that and make it easy for you, and that's one thing that God's gifted me with, is being able to take complex things and break them down for people so that they can understand them a little better. So I try to do that. I try to make sure that I can help people with that and help people to understand more complex things that are complex to them, if not for anybody else. Now, I know a lot of guys and gals. I've had a lot of girls work for me, ladies work for me that were really good techies, and they knew what they were doing. They used to go into some of the TV stations we did work in and install servers for me, and pretty cool ladies. I loved working with them. Very nice, and they knew a lot. I worked with a lot when I went in facilities myself. ABC would only let me go in their owner operated facilities to install their servers, and so I did a lot of that, and worked in a lot of other facilities, installing servers and other stuff for a lot of large corporations and other equipment, and installing software and whatever else I had to do there. So I enjoyed that. I like working with people. I like that end of it because one of the things that I do really well is solve problems for people and for the companies that had issues, because when you go in and you're changing out hardware, you have to change out software or upgrade software, and that always leads to some kind of glitch or problem. So, as you folks know, every time you get you have a Windows update or an update to your Apple device or your iPhone, like me, it always has some kind of problems that come up, and then they have to release another update for it, and then another update to fix the problems that caused. So, and so when you go in and change out hardware in a big facility, like we did, like Tyson had a lot of issues with their years ago when I did that, and so I actually came up with some solutions to some of the conflicts they had with some of their proprietary software, which is software that they had developed just for their company. And that's hard to do because it's not anything that I knew anything about. I just, you walk into some of these places and they have their own software and you have to figure it out. So, they had their engineers there, and I would work with them and help them solve problems. Um, it's one of those things you just have to, I, I'm thankful and I'm blessed that there's some things like that I'm gifted in, and I've done a lot of work where I've gone into people's personal computers and helped them clean them up because somebody goes out and goes places they're not supposed to go, and they get viruses and all kinds of stuff, and so it takes a lot of time to get those things straightened out for people. So I've done a lot of that. So it's something I don't do anymore. Because when you spend 2-3 days straightening somebody's computer out, that somebody got all messed up with viruses and malware and all kinds of other stuff, which are really hard to get rid of. Um, it gets kind of old, especially because they don't really want to pay a lot for it. You know, I did it for one lady that her son and ex-husband had done a lot of stuff they shouldn't be doing on the computer, and really messed it up a few times, and she paid me a lot of money to do it. And then, but she finally got to where, hey, I think I'm just going to buy another computer. And I was like, that's probably a good idea. Let them have that one. So, go buy your own system. And so, anyway, that's what a lot of things that I've done. And like I said, when I get on the computer and I go to social media, now I do go to socialize. I like things. I like, we're Christians and I talk about Christian stuff, and then we're conservatives, so we talk about conservative stuff and other stuff. I've got a lot of friends of different varieties, so sometimes we chit chat, and we love each other. We just don't always agree. So sometimes you have to agree to disagree with some people that you care about, and so we do that. And so I get on and I do some socializing, but a lot of what I do on YouTube and things is, like I said before, I'll learn things. So if I need some help with software problems, like I've been using Photoshop for many, many years, and Paint Shop Pro and a few other graphical programs, Corel programs. And, some of them I deal with a little bit. So when I have to deal with them a lot, and there's some things that I want to do that I don't know how to do, I'll go to YouTube now, because everybody learns on YouTube now. So it's just it's the place to go. It's the learning place. So which is kind of scary, because some things on there are not really are not good things to learn. So people tell a lot of stuff on YouTube that isn't necessarily true. So but hey, it's on the internet, so it's got to be true, right? Yeah. So anyway, I go to YouTube to learn little things. It's helped me with learning how to do some graphical work, especially with type that I either don't know, or it's different on one program, then I have to learn how to do it on another program, or software, or apps, as they're all called. Everything's an app now. So I'm old school, so I call things what I knew them to be. So I have to learn all the new lingo sometimes, but it all changes so much, right? Every time I turn around, there's a new, I don't know, a new phrase that comes out that people want to follow. So, and it's that way on Instagram. Have you guys noticed that all these little trendy things go around and everybody has to copy them? So I think I talked about that a little bit yesterday and the day before and the day before that about, being original. If you're going to be on Instagram and you're going to do stuff, or on YouTube or what have you, and you're going to do stuff, you're going to put out reels, make it original. Don't go copy what everybody else is doing. I mean, some things are cute, but you don't have to do what they're doing. Make up your own stuff. Go out and make up something else. Don't just go jump off a short bench and pretend that you're pulling your hand out of your shoe. I always laugh at that one. Sorry, but if you're doing that, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of you, but it's just one of those things. Hey, do something different. Think of something else. Be original. Even the Reels algorithm tells you to do that. If you go to Instagram and you read what they tell you that you should be doing, they tell you be original. They like that. The algorithm for Reels likes that. The algorithm for carousels, there's different ones, guys. So if the ones for carousels, it tells you to do that. It tells you be original, get some original content. Don't copy everybody else. Yeah, trendy's fine, but you can still do something trendy that's not like everybody else. Make your own trends, for that matter. It likes that. Music, I hit on a couple of songs that just happened to end up being trendy. So I wouldn't say they went viral. I haven't had anything go really viral, but I have had it go and get a ton of views and reactions to it, and some comments. So that's a great thing. But I think of my own stuff. So I'll do, I see people do stuff where they're at work, and I've done that. I did that yesterday. I did some what you call B-roll footage where I was out working on the compressor and filling some tanks yesterday, some scuba tanks at the dive shop, and that's always fun. So just set up the camera and let it roll. So I set it up in different spots, which is kind of cool. You can get different angles. I'll do it in the car sometimes. I don't do a whole lot of the typing on the computer thing that a lot of people do. I probably should, but I don't think it's very original. So I don't do a lot of that. Um, I've done a little bit at the beach. I've posted uh, some videos from actually being on the boat and with dolphins coming up to the boat because when we're out, I should have a little sticker on the back of the boat that says "We'll stop for dolphins" because we do. We stop, and we have one local celebrity dolphin here that's her name. I'm not sure what she is or he is, but I hear both people say one or the other. But is we call him half tail, and so he's missing half of his tail. Something bit it off, and he used to have an injury on his dorsal fin too, where he had tissue sticking out of it. It's gone now, so I don't know if it fell off or something ate it off of him or what have you. But anyway, he's cool. Unfortunately, a lot of people break the law and they feed him, and so he expects food. Now we don't because it's against federal law and state law. So if you feed a dolphin, they will hook you up. They will literally come if they see video of it. They will literally come to your house and put you in handcuffs and take you off and maybe put you in jail for good for a year or two. And they will fine you a very heavy, stiff fine. I think it's up to $5,000 or $10,000. So pretty serious stuff. Now we love the dolphins. I love them. A lot of fishermen don't because they come up and they eat their fish and they eat their bait and they think they scare the fish away, but they don't because the fish naturally are not afraid of the dolphins. So, but the fishermen, a lot of them don't like them, but we love them. So I have them come up to me sometimes when I'm underwater diving, and they'll come up and circle around me, and they want me to swim with them, which I can't do because I can't swim that fast. But they're really fun to get out there and play with. And so Halftail will come up to the boat, and he doesn't normally let you touch him. So but last year I reached down to the water and he came up and touched my hand with his nose. And so we don't try to break the law or get him initiate any contact. He initiates the contact, and that's cool. So now he won't let me get in the water with him. I don't know why. He's really funny about that, but if you get in the water to videotape him or something, he usually goes away. But he'll come back and forth to the boat a few times and let people take pictures and videos, and he kind of poses for us. He's got a problem with one eye, so he always sticks one eye up. It's kind of Popeye. But he's a cool dolphin, and I've had others come up to me underwater and they'll swim around me, and so they're really cool. And so I do some video of that. I'll take some of those videos and I'll put those on there. And I've got videos of all kinds of sea life that I'll put and do as part of a reel, and then put some content on it for people, and do a good hook that will get people's attention. So, but I don't just do a hook and then just say, oh yeah, just come buy the roadmap. There's an appropriate time for that, but I don't just always do that. I like to make things interesting, and I like to do things that are real life that will help people in their lives. So, that's one of the things we're here for. If you're looking to make money, to pay off debt, to get out from underneath a lot of debt, to stay at home, you mamas want to stay at home with the kids. We want to help you with that. So I like to find solutions for that. So if I can do that and I can offer some tidbits, I did some stuff. We're Christians, so I did something that was a little bit spiritual yesterday on a couple of posts, and but it's just encouragement. So Christian or not, I don't think that being encouraging can be bad for anybody. So I did that yesterday, and I try to put some content out like that. So now I will tell you this. Now I told everybody this yesterday, day before. I haven't gotten it completed yet, but hopefully tonight I'll be releasing our first newsletter. So I'll be emailing that out to our email list, and if you want to be on that, let me know. Just comment or go to the link and just put your email address and name into our opt-in form. If you go to our link that's in my bio, if we're on Instagram, that will take you to an opt-in page. Excuse me, guys. where you can opt in, and we'll get your email. And if you want to, we'll get you on our email list. We have a lot of good content. It will tell you on that page. It will actually tell you about the roadmap. We do have a couple of free gifts, so you can get those on our Stand Store page. You can go in and get the 10 steps to selling your digital product on Instagram, and then there's a general guide for algorithms, just to tell you what algorithms are and how they're used and that kind of thing. So if you want to go get that, you're welcome to. It's on the Stand Store page, which you can go to the bio and click that. There's other things on there. We also have a really good, I think it's 50-page ebook that we wrote. Now, we did use some Chat GPT for that because it's great for editing. And but so unlike some people, I didn't tell Chat GPT just to make up an ebook for me. Okay, I think that's a little disingenuous. It's not that it can't do that; it can. But so I actually did the research. I found a lot of research and a lot of information, and I took that and I gave that to ChatGPT, and it compiled it together for me. Then I took that and we edited it and we did the things we wanted to with it, and then we gave it back to ChatGPT to take and put it together and compile it again for us. So, and we went back and forth like that until we got it the way I wanted to. We wanted to have it, and we did other things. We did graphical things on it, and I mean, I don't know if you guys are using AI or not, but it's not going to take over the world. I don't care what anybody says; that's not true. But it's a great tool. So having that tool to use for creating graphics. And by the way, Chat GPT with DALL-E on the 4 or the plus, which is for Chat GPT 4 plus. It does graphics now, and Chris was working last night on our newsletter for the dive shop, the scuba shop, and it did some really cool graphics with scuba divers. And I got to tell you, I use about 6 different AI image programs, some of the best ones, and none of them have did what the Chat GPT did last night for Christina. So it was really cool. Made a great scuba diver for her to put on our newsletter, a couple of them actually, and they did a really, really good job. So if you're not using AI, I encourage you to do that. And if you need help with prompts and things like that, I have a lot of resources for that, so I can help you with that, and I'd be happy to. So if you're not using it, do. Back to our ebook. We have about a 50-page ebook that is on the algorithms for social media, and it covers all of them. And I tell this almost every time I'm on, because I hear so much misinformation about algorithms, or what people always refer to as the algorithm. So Instagram has really 5 algorithms, but 4 main algorithms, and it's for each type of content that you post. So so you have to know that, and you have to know which algorithm you're actually making content for, so that you can play into it the way it wants, so it'll do what you want, which is the way it is. You have to make it happy, so it'll make you happy. So it's kind of a give relationship, but you got to make it happy, and then it will feed you the people that you want to come to your content, which is cool, because that's what we're here for. We're here to, if you're here just for entertainment, great, that's awesome. But we're here for business too. I've got a couple of accounts that are for play and fun and politics and stuff like that. But I also do a little business on each one, and then we have our business accounts. So for Babery Scuba for our dive shop, Life of an Entrepreneur for business coaching and consulting. Life of an Entrepreneur on Facebook is our group, which is for digital marketing, business coaching, and the whole gamut there. So if you want to join it, just let me know. I'll send you an invitation to it. It's a great little group. We're just getting it started. So um, there's not 1,000 people in there yet, but we hope to get there. So, but if you want to join it, come in and we'll send the invitation to you. If you want to join the newsletter, I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a great newsletter. I've got some professionals, some experts in what we do that are that are going to be writing articles for us, and I'm pretty stoked about that. So, because I can write the articles, no problem. That's not a big deal. Hey, everybody, I'm glad everybody's joining in. Good to see everybody. Ayin, good to see you again today. Um, I'm pretty stoked about it because, like I said, I can write the articles, and I've been writing stuff for years. I've done stuff in a lot of different areas of my life. I've written a course for teaching some scuba classes, like spearfishing is my favorite one to teach. I love teaching spearfishing because I like to spearfish. So we go out and it's a lot of fun. And I'm not a big hunter, so I don't go out with guns and shoot Bambi. So, but going out and knocking out a nice amberjack or red snapper or other snapper or grouper that we can take home and grill up and eat because my daughter loves fish. She likes lobster too, which I do too. And my wife, they both love fish. So, and I like it okay, but I like it. Unfortunately, I like it fried, so I'm more of a fried guy. But we do good grilled fish here. So if you ever want to come to the Gulf Coast, let me know, and we'll take you out on the boat and hook you up. I don't do a lot of angling and fishing off the boat like that. My dad was a huge angler when he was alive. When he could before he got sick, he loved it. He loved to do any kind of angling. He liked, a crappie or bass or whatever he could get out and catch. He loved it, and he liked to go in the ocean. But unfortunately, in the last few years of his life, he couldn't do that. He had lung disease and he couldn't get out and do that. So, but we go out and do it, and we have a good time. And so anyway, I do courses like that, and where the spearfishing is concerned, I wrote my own course. Where teaching one of the mixed gases for scuba is concerned, they do the NAUI course, who is the organization we're affiliated with. They do the NAUI course, and then they come see me, and I've got my own portion that I've written that I teach. Well, I say written, so I don't do much by writing. As you can see here, I'm not going by a script. I've gotten up in front of thousands of people before and spoken publicly, and I don't use notes or a script or anything like that. I just get up, and as long as I know what I'm talking about, I get up and talk about it. So that's just me. I have a hard time following a script. I just don't really like to. I like to learn what I'm talking about and what I'm doing, and then just get up and talk about it. So that's why if you join up with us, with the roadmap, and you buy from us, I won't say join up, okay, because you're not buying in like an MLM. You're not. That's not what the way this works. You buy the product, you buy the course, you go through the course, you learn, and then you take what it's taught you and you apply it. And then you sell the course as your first product because it's got the master resale license with it, which means that you can sell it as yours. You can rebrand it, whatever you want to do with it. Now, the only thing you can't do is go in and change the actual course itself. That's not allowed. And you also cannot sell it for less than the $497. Now, I saw somebody the other day that was giving some kind of a rebate. I don't even think that's I think that's against the rules. But anyway, the reason that we don't do that is we want to keep the value of the course up so that we're not all competing with each other. And the next thing you know, you get the course and it's being sold for $99, and then it's not worth it anymore, because the course, I will tell you now, is worth thousands of dollars. It really is. So I did the $7 course, which and there's no upsells with the roadmap either. So the roadmap, when you get the roadmap, you pay $497 for it. Okay. I did the $7 course. and it's a 15-day challenge. And you do learn something. I'm going to knock it completely, okay? I don't want to do that. So the guy that's doing it, he seems like a nice fella. You know, he's making a lot of money off of it. But there's no upsells with the roadmap on that particular course. After 5 days, they're telling me that they want me to buy the upsell, which was $2,500, or if you got the bonus stuff, it was $4,500, and that's a lot of money, and I didn't have it. So when I bought the roadmap, we got the payments on it, so we could pay. I think it's 125 a month on it. We paid 125 or something like that a month to pay it off in 4 months. I think that's what it was, or something like that. But anyway, it was in that range, and so we had to get that because we were really struggling at that time. And so we did that and got it, and haven't looked back at all. I love the course; it's great. So you get the course. There's no upsells, but like I said, with the 7-day course, to go in and learn about the affiliate marketing, what they really want you to do is sell their course. They do teach you in the bigger course to go out, and I did get their small affiliate marketing course, which is okay. I would never spend the money on it again. But anyway, that's just me. I don't think it taught me a lot. It's more testimonials than it is actual teaching me how to do stuff. Where the roadmap is teaching you how to do stuff. It teaches you how to build a funnel. It walks you through the process. It has a pre-built funnel that you can use and just change. It has teaching now. It's up over 200 videos now, so it has teaching about all different types of social media marketing, the digital marketing with it, email marketing. It goes through the whole gamut. It teaches you how to make a logo. Well, more or less. I mean, I've been doing digital. I've been doing the digital artwork for years. And then before that, I was doing graphics, graphical artwork, which is the same thing. It's just one is on a computer and one's not. But I did that before we could use computers. I did it when you actually had to hand draw stuff and then, take it and then lay it out and use a wax machine and stuff like that. So that long time ago. And you go to a typesetter. She would, I had a lady that would actually do my type for me and put it where I want, and then I would take it and cut it, slice it up, and then if I had to make a curve, I would make an arch and lay it out. So, been doing it for a long time. So, since about 1984, and that was not including what I used to do as a child. I've always loved to draw. So, but anyway, so I've been doing it a long time, and the roadmap teaches you everything. I'm telling you guys, it's well worth it. I know there's another funnel program. The guy that started it, great guy, really good guy. But his course is $5,000. And then I know I was going to do. We've got a Shopify store, so I was going to do drop shipping. And there's a guy that he teaches people how to do drop shipping, and some of his people are very successful. They make really good money. So I was looking at that, but again, bare minimum $5,000, and they don't have payments. They don't care. They're in it for what they're getting. And if you don't have the money, you don't learn anything. So, thankfully in the roadmap, there's several options for payments if you don't have $500, which is awesome for, regular folks like us. And people who are in need. And, let's face it, guys, most of us are doing this because we need money. We need money for whatever reason. We're just regular people that need to make a living. And I know a lot of you fall into that category. So, and I'm with you, and I feel for you, and pray for you that things will happen. But this is a great way to do it, and it's well worth the money. So the whole point of this is that the $497 that we pay for this, it's worth at least 10 times that, maybe 20 times that. And it actually teaches you. It doesn't have people on there telling you how they didn't have any money and they got into this and all of a sudden they're making, $100,000 a year. There are testimonials in the community But as far as the course itself, it's not doing that. That's not what it does. It's not in there giving you, having people come up on stage and tell you about, how much money they made. It doesn't have, Zach and Hannah, the creators, are not up there and telling you how much money they make. So in fact, when you're in the course and you're in the community, they discourage that. I discourage that. It's not a good thing to do, because what you end up doing, if you are making good money, that's great. Tell them, hey, look, I've done really well. I'm making good money. That's what we tell people. But as far as going in and so, like some people go, hey, I made $1 million in 4 months. Well, so you have people that aren't making that, and what happens is those people get discouraged, and they feel like they're failing, and they feel like that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing when they really are. So because those people, what they don't tell you is they had a huge email list from another business that they were doing. They had a huge, and they go, but I started out from zero on my Instagram account. Yeah, but they had people they could bring to their Instagram account and build it up real quickly. Because I will tell you now, nobody got 40 or 50,000 or 100,000 or 200,000 followers in 4 months on Instagram by getting up and dancing and stuff like that. It didn't happen. So, and I'm not trying to discourage you guys, because you can make good money. What I want you to know is that um, it's work, and it takes a little time to build. So, and some people hit it just right. I know the girl I bought from, she did. She hit it right, and she got off, and she made some sales, and she made $30,000 pretty quickly in a few weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, something like that. So she did really well. And especially you ladies be encouraged, because you ladies are knocking it dead. You're killing it on this. So, appealing to mamas, which I do. You look, I'm not excluding mamas. In fact, I want to sell to mamas. So I want mamas to stay at home. I love single moms, because my mom was a single mom. I tell this every time I'm on here. My mom worked her butt off as a nurse, and she, although my grandparents were, had some money, they didn't help her. So my grandfather was old fashioned, and he thought she needed to do it herself. My dad wasn't around, so my mom had to support us, and so she worked 2 and 3 shifts a lot of times just to make ends meet. At Christmas time every year, which is coming up, guys, she went and she borrowed money against her retirement so she could buy Christmas for us. I watched her do that year after year. I watched her work hard, hard. So when it comes to mamas, and especially single moms, I have a real soft spot for them, because I watched my mom work so hard. So, my mom's gone now, unfortunately, and so is my dad. But, I want to see people not have to slave away like that. Go and spend 40, 60, 80 hours a week for somebody else with your talents and gifts, and work really hard just to get somebody to pay you money that's maybe not even paying the bills. My mom did it. When she started out as a nurse, guys, she was making $5 an hour. That's after going through college and everything. Now I know that was in the late '70s, but she started out at $5 an hour. Now when she quit, when she finally retired, she was probably making, I don't know, 25 or 30, unless except when she was doing some of the contract stuff she did. She would do IV therapy for people and go and do hospice and things, and they paid her more money for that. And you can do travel nursing where they pay you a lot more money. So I love you, nurses. If you're a nurse, you guys are awesome. Um, there's my family's a medical family. We have medicine in our blood and music and other things. So you nurses are great if you're a nurse. Anybody out there who's doing anything medical is awesome. So anyway, it's just like with mom, I have a soft spot for moms, and for especially for single moms, because single moms have it tough. When we were growing up, after mom and dad split up and dad had moved out of state, nobody was around. Women, especially single women at that time, uh, they were heavily taken advantage of. So when it came to when my brother and I were younger and we couldn't do anything, when we were 12 years old, 13, 14 years old in that area. We could do something, we cut the grass and things like that. And then we got to later where we were working on the cars, or her car. Um, so when she went to have something like that done and took it to a mechanic, and my mom was real attractive, they did a few things. They took advantage of her. And then they would also hit on her and try and get her to, go out with them, or more than that, actually. So she had that problem because a lot of men back then took advantage of single moms, and a lot of them were married. So that kind of sucks. But so we saw all that. I watched my mom get and take advantage of when she had work done on the house. Um, the contractors would come in and try to do the same thing. So it was tough for women back in the 70s and 80s. They had a really tough time. And I know I see a lot of women now that do that. And so we have a little lady that we've helped out a lot that we met, that we just kind of adopted her at Walmart, and vice versa, because she doesn't have any family or anyone. Her daughter has disowned her, and she's our buddy. And unfortunately, she's had some health problems. But I saw that. She got a car, and people were trying to take advantage of her, and so we would do what we could to help her out, and we still do. She's in a nursing home or a facility where, because she had to have a leg amputated because of her diabetes. But she's there, and we take care of her stuff for her. We moved her stuff out of her apartment, and we put her stuff in storage for her, and we do everything we can to help her out. So we just feel like that's the right thing to do. And my mom had Alzheimer's, and so she was in another state, and so I was thankful for the few people around her that would watch out for her, because we couldn't be there, and I couldn't be there to take care of her. And so and because of the Alzheimer's, I couldn't convince her to move down here. So it was a difficult situation. So we do what we can to be a blessing to other people and help other people, especially women who need it, because even in this day and age, women still get taken advantage of. It's hard to believe, but it's true. It happens. So my heart is to help you ladies out, help you guys not be dependent on people for money, and to get out of these job situations where you're working so hard to support your children. I'm a daddy at heart, and I love my kids, and I've got a granddaughter now too. So I want to see dads too be able to take care of their children and support them like they should. So that's why we're in this, guys. And if you have a need, we want to help you with that. We want to give you information. We want you to be able to buy the roadmap and follow through it and make some money. And look, so the roadmap is cool in that it teaches you all the digital marketing. And my wife is actually going through it now, and she's not real technical, although she's probably technical than most people out there. But she's going through and learning how to do the funnels right now, because she's doing some of the work on it. She doesn't want to be on videos, but that's my job, getting up here and running my mouth. So, but yeah, she's going through that right now, which is it teaches you everything you need to know. The course does, and that's nice. So all you have to do is go through the course and learn it, and then you can sell the course itself. You don't have to sell the roadmap course if you don't want to. You can use it in your business. We're actually starting to apply some of the techniques that they've shown us to our dive shop. And now we've always done email marketing. I've been doing that for 20 years. In various forms. It's not like it is now, not necessarily email, but I've been doing marketing in business for 35 years. So it's just morphed and changed over the years. So if you're doing affiliate marketing, so I had a guy on here said that oh yeah, been doing affiliate marketing since. I don't know, he talked about in the 80s or something like that. And I'm sorry, but there was no digital affiliate marketing in the 80s. There was no internet. So marketing back then, when we did affiliate marketing, even in the early 2000s and late 90s, you had a website, and you you became an affiliate for companies, and you would get banners. You would get their logo and banners and links to their website, and you would put that on your website or your blog, and then you would cross link. And that's how you did affiliate marketing back then. And when somebody clicked on that banner, you got paid whatever the click rate was, which sometimes was only like 5 cents or a penny or something. So the more people that clicked it, the more you got paid. And you could make money doing that. I mean, I did, but it's changed completely now. So now affiliate marketing is a big deal. Marketing is a big deal, and you can go out here like we do on Instagram, and you go on and you do content, and you get people to come in and look at your content, and then you get them to go in like we're trying to do with you guys. We want you to go and click our stuff. We want you to go to our links. We would love to be able to put you on our email list and get our newsletter, so we can give you more information, give you content that you'll enjoy. We don't want to just sell stuff to you. Obviously that's how we're going to make a living, but we want to give you content that's going to be a blessing to you and teach you stuff. So, and that's what the roadmap is all about. So again, the roadmap teaches you everything. It's just phenomenal course. It's probably the most comprehensive training course on the market right now. And I know there's 3 or 4 other ones that have come along, and they claim to, oh, but it does all this stuff, extra stuff. Well, okay, that remains to be seen. But I will tell you, if you want a foundation, the roadmap is the foundation. It's where you should start. Everything else afterwards, I've got some other courses that you can add on top of that will give you some more in-depth training on stuff. But the roadmap is the foundation. It's where you want to get your foundation for, and you need a foundation. Last week I talked some about systems and framework. And use the analogy of building a house or building a building, and the roadmap is your foundation. So you need to have a solid foundation, and it is your foundation, and it sets up the system you need to use to make for digital marketing, and it also gives you framework that you work within. You got to have frames. You can't build a house without framework. So it does all that for you and gives you the system to follow. And then, if you want more stuff, get more courses. That's going to be the stuff that's going to be inside your house. That's going to be, when you add your appliances and things like that to your home. That's what those things are. They make it more functional for you. But the roadmap is your system, and it's your framework, and it's the foundation that you use. And then everything else just makes that more functional and gives you added knowledge and added experience that you can use. And by the way, I talk about this a lot. What you learn in the roadmap are marketable skills. These are things you can take after you learn them and you start to practice them, and you can market those skills to other people and to businesses. You can do it in your own community. I know somebody that I've gotten to know. She is actually going to her company, and she's going to be marketing those skills that she's learning, so that she can take their marketing in the company, which is not tracked and not very good, and she wants to take it to another level so they can get more customers. I mean, can you imagine going to a very large company like she's going to do, and changing their marketing because they don't know how to do it very well, and adding more customers to them, and expanding that? Can you imagine what they're going to do to reward her for that? How much they're going to pay her for that? I mean, a funnel right now, if you make a funnel for somebody, you're talking about they'll pay you anywhere from like $400 or $500 to $1,000 just for building a funnel. Some of them more than that. I know a couple of guys that are charging $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 for going and building good funnels for people. So, like I said, these are marketable skills. These are things you can take, you can learn, and you can focus on one area of that. Like there's people out there right now that are just teaching people how to do email marketing. They're teaching them how to set up, how to gain an email list and go out and market their services to other people. That's important, because I'll tell you now, email marketing is huge in digital marketing. It's a big deal, and it's where you can make a lot of money, and you can really grow any business that way, whether it's a brick and mortar store like we have, or a digital business. You can grow that massively. A lot of people are doing it for doctors' offices, dentist offices. They're doing doing all this to them to help them grow their business and their customer base, and it's effective and works really well, and they get paid good money for doing it. Because let me tell you something, these doctors and these dentists and these healthcare professionals, chiropractors, whoever it might be, they love it. They love it. They more customers for them. So eventually they'll be turning people away, going, I can't handle anymore. I don't need anymore. So, I can only do some, or they'll be hiring other chiropractors or other doctors or other dentists to work in their office to help them out. And that's what you want. You want to grow somebody's business so they can't handle it anymore. So that's what we want. And, we've had times like that when our business has grown up, and we need more instructors. We need more people working in the shop. So, and that's what you want. You want to grow. You want to grow out of your business to grow out of you. You want it to get so big that you can't handle it, and you need to hire more people to help you handle it. When we were doing our services for TV stations for ClearPath, that's what we did. We were just so busy. We were working ourselves to death. We had to hire somebody to come into our house and help us work, so we could recruit more people and recruit more technicians to work for us all around the country, and a couple of them out of the country. It was a really great business. Unfortunately, because of outsourcing, it died down. But still, we made really good money for a couple of years there, and they loved us. That we did a great job for them. So, and that's another thing, quality, guys. You got to provide quality. So, same thing with like when you're doing your marketing and your reels and things, you want to do quality. You want to have, and I had somebody that put out yesterday, quality and quantity. So, and you need it, but you got to have the quality. You can have all the quantity you want, but if it's not quality content, don't put it out. So, no questions, guys. Come on. If you have any questions, I asked a question earlier. What do you guys do when you're on social media? Not to get off the subject and back on it, but when you're on social media, when you're on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, or whichever one, if X, whatever it is, I've never been a big Twitter X person, so it's just not my gig. And they really irritated me last year because or earlier this year, because they actually banned me from it when I had not even posted anything. So couldn't figure that out. But so yeah, I got banned for a while, and then a few months later, they wouldn't answer any of my, they kept telling me, "Oh, you're banned. It's just, we can't change the decision." And then all of a sudden I went on there just checking it, and they had put me back in. So I don't understand it, but I guess I'm not supposed to. So, yeah. So on these social media platforms, I know that I do a little personal stuff where I go and we talk we talk about things that we are important to us. And like I told y'all earlier, I get on YouTube and I'll learn things. I'll go and learn things about graphical programs, or there's a lot of stuff on there right now about AI. So I do a ton of it. I do a lot of graphic stuff, and there's a guy on there that's really big on print on demand and teaching people about graphics. And I've hooked him up with some people and some stuff about some AI programs, and he loves AI too. He's kind of fallen in love with it, and so I've helped him out with that a little bit, and so he's doing a ton of it now. And there's a couple of people I follow in there that have some great advice for prompts, and they teach you about different Midjourney and things like that, how to use them better. Chat GPT, I was talking earlier, Chat GPT Plus, which is the 4. It's got DALL-E, which was a part of OpenAI anyway, but now they joined it together, so you can go on Chat GPT 4 and tell it to actually make an image for you and describe it to it, and it'll do it for you. So it's really phenomenal. And like I was saying earlier, it did some images for Christina last night when she was working on our Scuba Dive Shop email, our newsletter for that. It did some images that I haven't been able to get any of the other ones to do with prompts. So, and she just told it what to do in plain English, and it did it. I was really actually pretty shocked and pleased. So, And there's a few other new ones out there right now that do some pretty cool stuff. But you have to know how to do the prompts. And that's another thing Chat GPT will do. If you get on and you want an image of some kind, if you will tell Chat GPT that you want a prompt to make Leonardo or Midjourney or something, one of them to do that image, it'll actually make the prompt for you. And then you can go plug that into one of them, and hopefully you get what you want. Now I've got one. Since we're a scuba shop, I've been trying to get it to do a mermaid for me the way I want it. But you got to be careful because however, mermaids are topless except for the shells. But I don't want the shells. I want it to have starfish, and so got to be careful because it won't let me describe it. And so far I haven't been able to get any of them to do it, but actually Chat GPT actually did one for me last night, so it was pretty cool. Because I want a mermaid that's got starfish on there, so I can put it on some of my artwork I do for T-shirts, because I do a lot of graphical work for T-shirts and stuff like that, and I think that's a really cool thing. Also, I've got some specific things I want to do for T-shirts and some designs I want to do, because we do a lot of lionfish stuff like that, and we do a lot of stuff for the dive shop. So, I design all of our graphics and T-shirts and logos and stuff like that. So, and if you ever need a logo and you can't do it yourself, let me know. I can help you with that. I'm not the best freehand artist in the world, but when it comes to the graphics and things like that, if you tell me what you want, and I can help you with it, and I can also come up with some ideas as well. So just let me know. So I've worked with some of the best artists that I've ever seen. One lady in particular, she was phenomenal. Never seen anybody as good as she was. Unfortunately, she's gone now. But anyway, I can do that for you if you need. Also, just before we get off, because I'm going to have to close this down because we're getting up to the hour now. So this is the roadmap. I know on YouTube you can see it, the roadmap, but on here it's backwards. But I did roadmap. We did a bunch of roadmap stuff, and we've got the roadmap 2 as well out. That's our logo for the Dadpreneur, and then this is the roadmap cup. And so I did my daughter a hoodie, and I did a shirt for myself, and some other things. I did mouse pads and stuff. I can do anything, but we are selling those. Now we can't give them away for free unless if you buy the roadmap, you're going to get a cup. Unless you know what, if you want a shirt, I'll give you a shirt. I don't care. But we'll do that for you. If you buy the roadmap, we're going to give you that. And it's good prop work. So if you're doing your reels, you can actually hold your cup or wear your T-shirt or the hat. I've got the hat. This is with the Dadpreneur on it. I've got a hat that actually has roadmap on it. I've got our embroidery machine sitting back there, a $15,000 machine. I'm going to be doing some roadmap embroidered hats and some sweatshirts and some other things. So if you want those golf shirts, let me know. Like I said, we can't give them away unless you buy that from us. We'll give it to you. But I got 2 minutes left, guys. But you will get a discount. So anybody that's a seller for the roadmap, we're part of the community, so we'll be happy to sell it to you, any of these items to you. And we've got a whole bunch of them there that we can send you a list, and I'll post it at yakables.com, and we will sell it to you at a discount. So at least 20%. I'm not sure if we can do more than that, because with print on demand, you can lose your shirt real easy, and we can't go into debt doing it. So we'd like to make a couple of dollars for our time, but still, it's there for you, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have the stuff with the roadmap on it, and your logo. If you want your logo on there, we can do that. We can put nothing but your logo on there if you want, or just the roadmap, whatever you want. So, but that's there. If you guys want it, I'm going to put the link up for going and looking at the roadmap stuff. So if you want to buy it, please, by all means do. You can buy it on there, and we'll give you a 20% coupon to do that with. So, anyway, guys, I've run my mouth. This was Fun Friday. So Friday Fun Day. It's just a free for all. So I was just on here just talking, not about anything in particular. I'm glad to see so many people on here. I hope you guys will, if you have any questions, that you'll ask, that you'll make a comment and ask, and we'll send you some information, put you on our email list, and then we'll send you the newsletter tonight or in the morning when it comes out. It'll be a good newsletter, and so we'll send it to you. I'm sorry about you folks, but it's getting ready to kick me off in about 15 seconds off Instagram, but I'm still on YouTube. But you guys have a great day, and I'm going to try and log back in tonight. I've got a phone call, and then after that, but have a good day, guys. Thanks. All right, guys, I'm still on YouTube, so I can talk for a little bit on YouTube still. I don't know that anybody's actually listening or anything. I don't have anybody in the chat, so nobody's asking any questions. But it's one thing I like about YouTube. I can get on here and talk as long as I want to, and I'm good at that. So, so if you have any questions for me or anything, look, you don't have to do it live. You can come in and ask questions or make comments after the video is over with, because I do post everything. I post all of my Instagram videos that I get on and do lives. I post the lives that I do here. I'm not sure if it's in the right place or not. I've got to figure that out with YouTube. So I'm used to posting videos, but I'm not used to taking lives and making them actual videos. So it doesn't seem to want to do that right away. So I think I have to edit them or something like that. But anyway, so I do this. Now we have a group. I said yesterday, and I didn't have a chance to do it last night, but I'm going to go back on all of our posts and all of our lives. I'm going to have links down there for all the tools that we use the most, or that I use the most, that you can go and get if they have a free trial, get that, System.io and some of the other tools that we use. We'll go in, I'll put those Loom and things like that. Now they are affiliate ships, so we will get some reward for that, maybe money. Some are, not everybody's the same. So, even with like Creative Fabrica, where we do a lot of graphics, I think it's like $2, $1, something like that. It's not a lot, but System.io is pretty good at it. But you can go in and you can, excuse me, guys. You can go in and click on those, go sign up for them. I've got a lot of tools that I love, that I use a lot. So not everything, like Canva, love Canva, but they've got this deal where they're not doing any affiliate ships anymore. So, but still, I like Canva a lot. I don't like some of their politics, but I like Canva. It's a good program. You can do a lot of stuff with it. Now I use a couple other graphical programs because I'm old school and I've been doing it a long time. So Photoshop, and I use some Adobe stuff as well, some other Adobe programs, and I use Paint Shop Pro from Corel and another Corel program. So I've got a lot of things that I use that I like. So, and I'll be posting some links down there. I've just got to get them all together because I've got to go pull all the links in and put them together. And then some more information, hardware that I use for different things. I'm going to put that in there. So, again, more affiliate stuff. So that way you can go and you can buy things. We'll make a little bit of money, but you can go in and buy them. We've been on Amazon for a long time. If I can send something to you where you can go straight to a company and buy it from them, I will, especially a small company, a small business. I prefer to do that because, small businesses need the money. They need the help, especially with the economy like it is. They need the help bad. So we want to do that. We want to support those small businesses. So anyway, I've been on for more than an hour now, and so I'm going to hop off and hopefully try and get back on tonight. Tomorrow I'll be on before the football game and after I go and take my students diving and finish them up on their open water certification. And if you have any questions, if you need any help with business, I'm going to, if you want to join our Facebook group, which is A Life of an Entrepreneur on Facebook. If you want to do that, go in and just do a request or send me a comment here, and I will send you an invite. If you want the newsletter, which is called Solutions, the Solutions newsletter is going to be coming out tonight. And if you will get on our email, we're not going to spam you. We'll send you pertinent content. If you don't like the content, you can always go and unsubscribe. But any content you get from us, I promise you will be worth the time, and it'll be worth getting an email. So just let me know and we'll sign you up. So y'all have a blessed afternoon, and we will talk at you tonight or tomorrow. Thanks.